Hello everyone, it's Ashwin Rao, and in today's video I'm bringing you a new brand to my channel. If it's not obvious, this is the brand Dievier. I've also heard it pronounced Dievier or Dievier or Dievier, but Dievier is how I'm going to call it, and I apologize to the team at Dievier if I'm completely mispronouncing their brand name. But they are, regardless of how the pronunciation goes, making some really substantial waves in the heritage footwear market with their high quality, lower cost boots. Now, this pair that I'll be unboxing is their Nomad Heritage in an oxblood leather, and that retails for $180 US, which for a welted boot with a full leather midsole and high quality uppers is an incredible deal. Now, these are boots that were made in North America, specifically Mexico, but when I received shipment confirmation of this boot, the boots came from California. So it was a really rapid shipment process via USPS. I actually had a little scare because the boots got delivered to my neighbor, which, that's not awesome. But at the end of the day, that's a USPS issue and not a DVA issue. And they are tremendous online. They worked with me, took my size, and we came up with a fit that should work for me. Here's the box. I actually did not know that the box had a little pull tab, so you can hold the box as such, and it's a higher quality box with obviously the branding on it here. No other obvious labeling that I can see. We have some tissue paper here, and here we are, boots. It's interesting, this is described as an oxblood leather, but it's a more brown, mid-brown color than I'm used to. There are definitely undertones of red, but it's not your traditional oxblood that I would expect from a brand such as Allen Edmonds. But I bet in warm sunlight this will redden up. Obviously, the boot bags that come with these boots are plastic, just protectors, which is fine for 180 bucks. Hard to argue with anything like that. And what a smart looking, beautiful boot here. That really is a lovely option. Looks like they upgraded the sole to a Vibram Commando sole, which is something I was really hoping for. They do have a boot that is available with their PU injection molded out sole that I believe is their own brand, but you can have the option to move up to a Vibram sole. But here is the boot. You can see that this matte has orange-red undertones. This definitely has some orange and red undertones. It's actually a really lovely color that already has some nice patina. And the Nomad Heritage has been regarded by some of the boot reviewers out there as potentially the best value welted boot available to us enthusiasts entering the footwear market. And I would make an argument that the construction and what I'm seeing here is very impressive, and I would concur just based on first glances. The thing that struck me about the Dievier models, and this is, I believe, the second version of their Nomad. The first version has a more simplified apron. This model, as you can see, has this unique, almost pie crust-like apron across the top here. I'm not thinking that that's not actually a pie crust apron, but it is almost like the inverse of this. These little ridges are not recessed, but almost pop out, and you can see that the stitching is done. This is potentially done by hand. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a very nice apron. From what I can tell, this is all one piece of leather, and just really elegantly, cleanly done. This is a nicer apron than most of the typical aprons you would see from, say, a Red Wing or even an Alden. So you're already getting a bonus perk, high quality apron here. The other key design piece that I love here is this really unique quadruple stitched Balmoral line. And look how clean that stitching is. And that stitching goes all the way to the back heel stay, which is this piece of leather here. There's the heel stay with a really nice rugged pull tab that should work well, and a rolled collar. And then you have your side panel pieces that join that back heel stay. You have a heel stiffener and a toe stiffener here, and this beautiful quadruple stitch Balmoral line, and you see the facing drape over almost like the Edward Green style. It has this little tab right here, also with some very nice clean work done stitching, and similar on the other side. Really nice stitching here. This stitching is tonal stitching, meaning that it is the same color as the upper, both on the apron as well as on the detailing throughout the upper panel here. So really nice. Dievier on their website says that this is a pull-up leather. So you can see there's the pull-up right there. This is a oxblood pull-up leather, bovine, meaning it's from a cowhide, and it ranges between 2.4 and 2.6 centimeters in thickness. So this is a very thick, almost workwear thickness hide, and so it should really develop some nice patina potential over time and age as I wear this. This is going to be a tromp around boot for me, and I'm really excited that this is has the color versatility and the sole versatility to take me many a place, both dressed up and dressed down. It's got a 100% natural leather lining. So we'll take this little stiffener out, and this is it feels like a fairly nice leather lining, nothing too thick or plasticky. It's actually a high quality, and a 100% tanned vegetable lasting board, which you can't really see there, but the footbed often will double as a lasting board. Here you can see the Dievier branding. So this does come out. A little leather covered insole with some foam padding here. You can see that this should help with break-in. And once you take that out and look further in here, you can see the nailed heel and then a stitching done, which I believe is done to reinforce the gemming that is used for the Goodyear welt and construction of the shoe. Well done. And so we have the natural leather welt. We have these full grain leather midsoles. They're 100% vegetable tan midsoles. And then we talked about these laces. These are all details available on their website, and a really nice shoe. So a few things I wanted to show here. This is in size 10. Dievier suggests that you take your Brannock size, and that should be their size. This was clearly made in 2024, and I'm not sure if the 0011 has a meaning other than it was maybe made in November or something similar there. We'll see how that plays out. So Dievier unboxing their Nomad Heritage model in a oxblood bovine pull-up workwear thickness leather with 100% upper lining on the entire inside of the shoe. Midsole that's 100% veg tanned leather, and a leather footbed along with the cotton laces, the brass eyelets, and this really nice Vibram Commando sole that is heeled in at the block. Always biased, I will just make a quick note that I was sent this pair for review. I actually reached out to Dievier because I was interested in their boots, and they offered me this pair. They were discontinuing a few of their other pairs online and offered up this pair, which I am thrilled with because it is so versatile. And I just wanted to let you know that I am biased by the fact that I got these boots for free, but this is a type of brand that I would support on my site. I enjoy brands at the entry point, at the midpoint, or at the high point of footwear manufacture. The things I particularly like about this boot are its unique styling. It's bringing a style to the market that, while similar to other models, has its own flourishes and touches. And of course, the value proposition of a welted boot with a high quality leather upper that will contend and challenge with much more expensive brands. And Dievier, I'm just biased towards small makers who are trying to pave their own path in the footwear world and creating something special. So those are my biases. I've gotten the boots all laced up to give you a final few views of the Dievier Nomad boot. As you can see, such an elegant boot, great lines. A few details I didn't focus on. This has a very symmetric, one of the more symmetric rounded lasts that I've seen. So we'll see how that plays out on the foot. It seems like Munson lasts and asymmetric lasts have gotten popular, but if you want something really simple, and certainly at this price point, you're going to get a more standardized last, such as this round last. If we look from the side, that last has a bit of a taper, looks like about a medium amount of space to a reasonable amount of space on the instep, and then a slightly tighter collar as you put your foot in. So I think that that's going to work out real well. There's also a little bit of toe spring if you were to, say, put approximate the ground here with you can see just a little bit of toe spring there. Here is the other boot with its slight pull-up changes up here. You can see almost a more waxy piece here that will pull up pretty dramatically should you wish for it to. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this will play out in age over time. Really excited by what Dievier is doing and what a lot of the manufacturers basing their production out of Mexico are doing. You're getting an American-made boot out of North America, be it Mexico, but Lyon, which I believe is where the manufacturer of this boot heralds from, is well regarded and known as a center and mecca for both tanneries and boot making, with a lot of boot knowledge and expertise now coming to the international spotlight as us boot nerds get enthusiastic and interested in makes from other places. So Dievier, give these guys a look. I am very happy with this Oxblood pair and looking forward to giving you more of a deep dive as I continue on and start to wear these shoes. Hope you're all doing well. Have a good one, and we'll see you at the next video. Bye-bye.